The moment the billionaire CEO walked into the rehabilitation wing, the sunlight spilling through the glass walls felt cruel. It illuminated everything he was trying not to see: rows of hopeful parents, silent machines, and at the center of it all, his daughter, motionless from the waist down. Once she had been the fastest runner in her school, laughter always trailing behind her like wind. Now she sat still, her eyes fixed on the window, as if the world outside belonged to someone else. Doctors had used careful words and softer voices, but the truth was heavy and unchanging. She might never walk again. That was the day a single dad, unnoticed and uninvited, stepped into their lives and quietly changed everything. Before the story continues, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of unexpected hope, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Life Spark Stories. Your support helps these stories reach hearts that need them. The CEO, Armin Hale, was known across the city for building empires and closing impossible deals. But inside the hospital, none of that mattered. He had traded boardrooms for waiting rooms, confidence for helplessness. His daughter, Naira, had been paralyzed after a daytime car accident on her way back from school. The crash was sudden, violent, and unforgiving. Money brought the best surgeons, the most advanced equipment, and endless consultations, but it could not bring back movement. Each morning, Armin watched Naira sit through therapy sessions with quiet resignation. Her small hands clenched tightly in her lap, her smile long gone. Naira stopped speaking much after the accident. She answered questions politely, followed instructions obediently, but something inside her had shut down. The doctors focused on her spine, but Armin knew the deeper wound was in her spirit. He tried everything: new specialists, motivational coaches, even flying in experts from abroad. Nothing changed. The days grew heavier, the silence thicker. Armin began to fear that even if his daughter survived physically, she was slowly disappearing inside herself. Across the hall, another child attended therapy at the same time every morning. His father, Rayan, was a single dad who worked nights as a delivery driver. His son had been born with a neuromuscular condition, and therapy was their daily routine. Rayan never spoke much. He watched carefully, learned quietly, and helped whenever nurses were overwhelmed. He didn't have money, connections, or influence. What he had was patience earned through years of exhaustion and love sharpened by necessity. One morning, as sunlight poured across the therapy floor, Rayan noticed Naira struggling to lift her upper body during an exercise. The therapist encouraged her, but Naira's eyes were distant, empty of belief. Rayan had seen that look before, many times in the mirror. He stepped forward not as an expert, but as a father who had learned resilience the hard way. He asked permission to assist, not with machines or techniques, but with presence. Rayan began helping Naira during shared sessions, guiding her gently, celebrating the smallest effort. He showed her exercises he had adapted for his own child, movements designed not just to heal muscles but to rebuild trust in the body. He never promised miracles. He never spoke of walking. He focused on today, lifting an arm, holding posture, breathing through discomfort. Slowly, something shifted. Naira started trying again, not because she believed she would walk, but because someone believed she was still capable. Armin watched from a distance at first. Suspicion gave way to curiosity, and curiosity to quiet gratitude. He saw his daughter smile for the first time in months when she managed a small but meaningful movement. He saw her eyes light up as she helped Rayan's son with a stretch, realizing she could still matter to someone else. Therapy became less about recovery and more about connection. Weeks passed. Day by day, strength returned in unexpected ways. Naira regained control in her core, then sensation in her legs. The doctors were cautious but hopeful. Progress was slow, uneven, and fragile, yet undeniable. One afternoon, with the room flooded by warm daylight, Naira stood with support for the first time. Tears streamed down Armin's face, not because she stood, but because she believed she could. Rayan never asked for recognition. When Armin finally thanked him, Rayan simply nodded. Helping to him was not charity, it was survival shared. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that hope can arrive quietly and change everything, please engage with this video. Like it, share it, and let others feel this warmth too. And before the story ends, leave a comment below sharing what moment moved you the most. Your words matter more than you know.